Hello. I'm a little late, but I'm here. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Hop on. Hi, Sheena Shownuff. Hey, Mick, is that how you say it? Hey, SP Grant. Hi, it's Arnie G. Hi, I am Melba Lynn from Texas. I still can't join the drop. I sent a DM last night. I didn't see no DM. I didn't see a DM. I was actually looking for DMs and then I didn't see it. Nettie, I think I have you in there. I think I added you. Hello, Real Cindy Smith. Hi, Thandi. Zicody. Matini B. Hey. D. Gibson 539. Hello. So, tonight's conversation is a little bit of it's not really a continuation, but maybe a deeper dive into one of the things I kind of hit on yesterday with gut health. Because, like I mentioned to you guys yesterday, I'm kind of learning about this stuff for myself. I learned all this stuff like in medical school at some point, but since that's not my area of practice, I don't remember everything. So, I'm just trying to right now learn more about the different foods that I'm consuming and I'm feeding my family. It's hard for me to switch, but if I can get this stuff in order while my children are young, then they won't be adults trying to undo years of bad habits as far as food is concerned. Plus, in America, for some reason, we're purposely being led down a path of poor health for gain of maybe like pharmaceutical companies and stuff like that. I'm a whole doctor and I'm looking at certain things with the side. It's like, how come in other countries they'll forbid certain things being put in the food, but here they have it all in the food, and we have the fattest country in the world. The kids is lazy. Everybody has ADHD. Cancers just be running through everybody. I mean, it's what we're consuming, So I'm just trying to learn more. High fat, low carb is the way to go. I disagree. I think balanced is the way to go. These different, you want to be balanced. You don't want to be, studies have just come out talking about the long-term effects of people doing keto. Like, we're not made to like have these extreme diets, and so these things, we get this gain on the front end, but the effects of having these ketones floating around our body full time is not good, so we need to, a lot of these extreme diet lifestyle changes, while you'll think it's good for you, it's actually over time shows that it's not. So the other thing that I've realized that we all do, I have done the same thing, is we will, reach to a pill or a supplement to keep from eating the actual stuff. Like, we all do it. It's easy. And so one of the things that I'm going to go over tonight is like the actual foods that we can eat to get some of the stuff that we're taking in supplements. I still take supplements right now, but That's because my diet still isn't where it needs to be. It was such a mess that, I'm gradually trying to change things because it's just literally way too much to try to do all at once. So tonight I wanted to focus on gut health. The reason being is that your gut is responsible for a lot of things in your body. It's not it's not there just so that you can eat some food and pass it through. It actually has effects on pretty much every organ system. So when you have a healthy gut, the benefits that you have from having a healthy gut is a strong immune system. Your intestines is like the biggest immune organ. Like it's a big part of your immune system. It improves your heart health, your brain health, literally. Just like when people are rolling around on ketones with high ketones all the time, your brain needs actual sugar. It actually needs the actual sugar molecules to function properly. This is part of why you get a headache when you first try to start doing it, then your body has to go into, your liver will start to produce glucose from stored glucose from before in order to make sure your brain is okay. So that's the thing. These diets that we do to restrict things that our body actually needs over time can turn into a problem. And unfortunately, if you've already spent 5 years doing it, and so now you've reached a point where you're going to have long-term effects of it, it's too late. You've already done it. So it also is going to help with your mood. It helps with your sleep. I know you eat a big old heavy meal and go to sleep and all kind of stuff happen while you're trying to sleep. You know what I'm saying? So it actually literally affects the way you sleep. And if your sleep is messed up, that makes your belly bigger. It can make your blood pressure higher. Because lack of sleep or poor sleep increases your cortisol levels. So it just kind of all is interconnected. Obviously, poor gut health is going to affect your digestion. So let's say, when you do decide to eat something healthy, will you even be able to get it all to transfer over into your bloodstream? Not to mention the toxins that are collecting in your gut as a result of you making poor choices. That ends up seeping over into your bloodstream, and now those toxins are bathing all of your cells of your body. You see what I'm saying? It's just a lot. And here's another one. When your gut is in bad shape, your skin looks bad. Now, I know people who, I'm sure you all are aware, or have experienced it. If you eat a bunch of candy or a bunch of chocolate or something like that, and all of a sudden you get a pimple or 5. Because your diet and what goes through your gut can actually affect even your skin. Also, having good gut health can help prevent cancer and autoimmune diseases, because remember I told you that your gut is an immune organ. So, and also having a healthy gut is going to make your energy be balanced. So there's so many benefits to a healthy gut. So what does it look like when your gut health is not good? I took notes, y'all, because I wanted to make sure I hit on everything. What does it look like when your gut health is bad? Some of the symptoms you'll notice is discomfort in your abdomen, discomfort in your belly, gas, bloating, fatigue, bad skin, issues with your immune system, like getting sick all the time, stuff like that, heartburn, diarrhea, constipation. That all sounds like IBS. That's all of that stuff go with IBS. And fatigue. Of course you're tired. So a lot of people suffer from this, but part of the problem is that our food sources is not any of our fault. But unfortunately, we live in a country where the food supply is tainted. And we're taught to take shortcuts. And so we eat a bunch of stuff that actually tears down your gut. The muscle spasms could be related because anything that passes through your gut and goes into your bloodstream can affect any cell of your body. And discomfort was one of the symptoms, right? So definitely that could be one of the things. So the shortcuts, literally, I had a revelation about 3-4 months ago, and I realized, I'm like, everything, all the ways that they are, the powers that be are slick trying to kill us. They do it by way of shortcuts. We buy into it because we want a shortcut. We don't realize that's what we're doing, but that's how we fall for everything. Make it a shortcut. So what are some of the causes of having poor gut health? Lifestyle. So a lot of people are super busy. That's one of my issues. I'm so busy. I don't have time to cook. I definitely cooking from scratch. All of these different things seems like it's just gonna take way too long. Buying fresh produce and stuff like that, as opposed to like frozen or canned things, is easier. Fruit cups and all of that kind of stuff to help for your kids to snack on, all of that. All those things that are processed in some way or preserved with stuff or whatever, all of those things contribute to poor gut health. Poor sleep, high alcohol consumption, inactivity, and obviously poor diet. Those are all the causes of poor gut health. Not sugar, refined sugar. Sugar is not bad. Your body needs sugar. Okay? It's refined sugars, high fructose corn syrup, artificial sweeteners. They're actually pretty bad for you. It's not bad to have natural sugar. You have to have that in a balanced way, the same way you have everything else. But it's like I told you, remember I said your brain can't even live without sugar? Like your body turns everything into sugar. Like you need sugar. Well, it doesn't turn everything into sugar, but you need sugar. The problem is that we overdo it. Coffee actually isn't bad for your gut. Coffee is actually not bad for your gut. It actually can help. Now, some of the foods that contribute to poor gut health. So as I mentioned already, refined sugars. Like the high fructose corn syrups and that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, no, stevia is not bad. Stevia is a natural, I don't think stevia is bad. I don't think stevia is bad. Because that's not like artificially made. Yes, processed food, artificial sweeteners, lack of sleep, correct. Refined grains. So like how I love my white rice, I probably need to eat the brown rice. You see what I'm saying? Like these things that they go and tinker with in the lab and then put it in the grocery store for me to grab. That is all of that refined stuff. You know what else? Factory farm raised meats. So when you're getting that salmon, you want it to be wild caught, not farm raised. And you know what really was a bummer? I was in Whole Foods, also known as Whole Paycheck, getting some salmon. And then when I read, I'm like, what you mean farm raised salmon at Whole Foods? I thought this place was supposed to be organic. How the heck they got farm raised salmon at Whole Foods? But at first I didn't know what it meant. You know, and then now that once I learned what it, I'm like, oh, that's bad. You think farm, you think wholesome and good. Honey, Whole Foods is Whole Paycheck, y'all. That's what we always called it. When I was in residency, I used to love going there. And you know, you in residency, you poor. And I would love going there and getting the hot food because I ain't have time to cook. And child, that's what we all called it, whole paycheck. And so I'm trying to figure out how you go down to the Whole Foods and you getting farm-raised salmon. I just knew it would all be wild caught up in down to the Whole Foods, child. But no. And that's why even when stuff is saying organic, you think you're doing something like, I buy all organic. Yeah, but then what is an organic seedless grape? What is how are you an organic and seedless grape? Help me make it make sense. This is clearly something done in a lab because grapes have seeds. So if you eating a seedless grape, a seedless orange, a seedless fruit that's supposed to have seeds, it literally can't be organic. But because we're lazy, we allow them to slowly siphon out the seeds because we didn't want to worry about spitting them out. See how that lazy thing? I know. I used to be like, "Ooh, let me get these seedless ones." You couldn't get me to once seedless started coming out. You could not get me to buy a grape with seeds in it because I was like, "Don't nobody want to chew that seed?" I was so young and dumb. Where did these seedless watermelons come from? The same place the seedless grapes came from, child. It came from the same place. Where were you when you found the grapes with seeds? But that's what I'm saying. Like, how could it really be organic if it's supposed to have seeds and it don't have any? This is letting us know that it's been tinkered with. Right? So, factory farmed meats, refined grains and refined sugars, artificial sweeteners. Oh, good. Okay, I'm going to check it out. I was in Walmart today and I ain't seen none. Too much saturated fats, and this is the one that really took me out. Fried foods. Fried foods. Oh, I love fried foods. Fried foods, honey. All right, so now we're going to get into the foods that you can eat to support your gut. So first I want to do give you a little bit of definition so that we understand what group the different foods fall into, okay? So there's probiotics, which most people have heard of. So a probiotic is healthy bacteria for your gut. So your gut has bacteria in it, it's supposed to. There's bacteria in there that help keep the environment optimized for your intestines to work the way they're supposed to work. Yeah, air frying. You know I'm not down with the air fryer. That's another shortcut. I don't know what they doing with that, with how they doing it. I ain't down with the air frying. Air fryer is right up there with semaglutide and that jab. I don't do it. But I digress. So your body has healthy bacteria in it. Your gut does. Gut is called gut flora. Gut flora. So the bacteria that are good for your gut, that help promote healthy digestion, those are called probiotics. Okay? So there are foods that actually are considered probiotics. And so those are good things to eat. Like just eating the food is helping you maintain a healthy gut without taking a physical supplement. It's actually a food that, that has the bacteria in it that you want. So you can actually make your own probiotics at home. I have not attempted to do that at this point. I will one day, I'm sure. That's on the to-do list. But for right now, I at least try to incorporate foods that have the healthy bacteria in it. But I actually take a probiotic right now because I don't think I eat enough of that stuff. So, but one of the foods is Greek yogurt. If it's labeled as having live cultures in it, meaning it's actually got live bacteria in there, that's healthy for your gut, then that is actually a good thing to eat and give you the actual. There's different types of bacteria that are good, but the Greek yogurts that are labeled as having live bacteria. No, I didn't say semaglutide was bad for your gut health. I said semaglutide. I think anything that drops out of nowhere all of a sudden that everybody is doing and people don't really know why they're doing it, but all of a sudden everybody's talking about it is a red flag. And so I was like, just kind of telling people, I don't know, I think we should step back and see what it does before going and injecting that stuff in your body. And literally maybe about a month after I had that revelation, they put out a report that it was some people who ended up being hospitalized as a result of the semaglutide, and they can't say what the long-term effects of taking that will be, and you have to keep taking it or you gain weight back. So that sounds like a trap. You know what I mean? It's just anything that sounds too good to be true is. How do you get probiotics with a dairy allergy? Probiotics don't have nothing to do with dairy. Greek yogurt happens to be dairy, but there's other ways to get probiotics without eating dairy. It's about fermentation. It's not about milk. They just put it in yogurt, that it can be in yogurt, but there's all types of, in the grocery store, in the section like near the salads, like the bag salads and stuff, most of the grocery stores have like the little juice shots or the little immune shots, and they have I forget what you call it when what do you call that stuff? Kombucha. I can't remember the name of because that's what you make when you want to make your own probiotics, and you make it's actually made from, it's a plant-based type thing, how you can make it yourself. So it has nothing to do with dairy. Greek yogurt is just a thing that most people actually know about, that's easy to grab, that you can actually eat instead of just taking a pill. That's it. Kombucha. That's the one. Thank y'all. That's it. So, okay. So yes, I will elaborate on the prebiotic. First, I want to go through the foods. So the definitions first, even before we go through the foods. So a probiotic is a food that has live bacteria in it that are good for your gut, okay? Or a supplement with live bacteria in it that's good for your gut. Then there's prebiotics. A prebiotic is a food that is basically food for the good bacteria in your gut. So it actually supports and feeds the good bacteria in your gut. So a prebiotic is not bacteria. It is basically the food for the bacteria that's good in your gut to help make them grow and be strong. So you want to eat prebiotic foods, you want to eat probiotic foods, and then there's a category called postbiotics. And postbiotics are actually what the probiotics produce that is beneficial to your gut. So you have what the probiotics eat to make them strong and multiply, which is called a prebiotic. Then you have the actual probiotic, which is the bacteria or microorganisms that live in your gut that make it healthy and strong and fight the bad bacteria. And then you have what those bacteria, the probiotic bacteria, actually makes, and is that stuff that it makes, the metabolites, that is actually helping your gut do the things that it does. So prebiotic feeds the bacteria that's good for your gut. Probiotic is the bacteria that's good for your gut, and postbiotics is what the bacteria that's good for your gut makes that's good for your gut. Does that make sense? Let me know. Somebody throw some hearts up or say I got it or something. Let me know it made sense. So if it don't, I'll explain it again. A little delay. All right, there go a couple of hearts. There go some yeses. All right, good. So that's what prebiotic, probiotic, postbiotic. Okay, now let's talk about some prebiotic foods. Say one more time, please. Okay. So we all know what a probiotic is, so let's start there. A probiotic is the healthy bacteria in your gut. A probiotic is the healthy bacteria in your gut. A prebiotic is what the probiotic eats to grow and multiply and keep the amount of good bacteria in your gut going, okay? Because just like you need food to keep going, so does this bacteria. So prebiotic is the food for the probiotic. Now, the probiotic produces something that actually is what's helping everything. So the probiotic produces a postbiotic, and those metabolites that are the postbiotic is what helps your gut do what it do to make you feel better, look better, all of that stuff. So the prebiotic is the food for the the prebiotic is the food for the probiotic, and the postbiotic is the byproduct of the probiotic that actually is causing the benefits that we see to our gut happening. So if you just think about y'all know I like analogies. I'm trying to make it so that people can grab onto it and not forget. If the probiotic is me, then the foods that I eat keeps me strong and growing and fruitful, right? And then the postbiotic will be the equivalent of the things that I put out that's good for the world. So because I'm strong and healthy, I can teach you. That's a metabolite of Dr. Myla. Because I am strong and healthy, I can take care of patients at my office. Because I'm strong and healthy, I can care for my children. These are all metabolites of Dr. Myla being nourished and present. And the food that I eat would be the equivalent of the prebiotic. You see what I'm saying? How do you know which or if you need all three from a supplemental perspective? We need all three. And so that's why I'm telling you the difference, and I'm going to tell you some of the foods that fall into each category so that when you're shopping, you can be like, oh, this is a good prebiotic for me. And you'll eat the foods that you know are going to make your body strong and make your gut strong. You see what I'm saying? We all need all the things. But we can eat it. We don't have to keep buying all these pills. Okay, so now some prebiotic foods. Whole grains, bananas, leafy greens, onions, garlic, soybeans, artichokes, asparagus, oats, and apples. Those are some great prebiotic foods. Probiotic foods are going to be fermented things, but the best example I have is Greek yogurt. But then there's also those kombucha drinks that you can find, and then you can also learn to make your own. But I'm like I said, I'm not doing that yet, and so for right now, I'm taking a probiotic supplement. Postbiotics, that's going to definitely be like a supplement. So basically, getting the prebiotic foods in your system is good because it's going to help support the good bacteria that is in there to keep it growing. Because if you can keep the environment where what you have can grow and multiply, then you don't have to have as much probiotic. That may be true, Black Cherry 57. She said, I hear baby bananas are better than regular. That's very possible. I don't know about that specifically to say yay or nay. So it's just like if you have a garden and you have, once the vegetables start growing, if you keep that soil good and keep it watered, when you pick some, more will grow. It'll keep going if you are nourishing it. And so by having these prebiotic foods in your diet, it'll keep your gut flora good. It'll keep the gut flora you have multiplying. You see what I'm saying? Postbiotics specifically really help with your immune system and your skin health also. I think I covered all the stuff I wanted to cover. What question do you all have about what I spoke about? Any questions? We're so quick to take medications. Like, I know so many people, like, I got irritable bowel syndrome, and they taking these different medications for it and all of that. And some of it is just a matter of getting your gut straight. Because unfortunately in America, we eat a lot of processed foods. In America, we eat a lot of processed foods. So that's the first step to start weaning the processed things out of your diet over, like, most people are not going to be able to, like, literally looking at when I was looking through my cabinets and stuff, I was like, wow. Like, literally, we were just saturated and flooded with processed things. And I wasn't even thinking about it. There's not really any foods that I found that fall under postbiotics. There may be some, but I didn't find any. Oats are good are a good prebiotic. How often should we eat these foods? Every day. Every day. So the fruits that you need to eat fruits and vegetables every day, right? We eat the bad stuff every day. Poor gut health contributes to all the things. Yes, it can contribute to diabetes. Because if you got poor gut health, that means you're eating crap, basically. I get gassy from broccoli, cabbage, and beans with prebiotic help. I don't think prebiotics necessarily help with gas. That's actually more of an issue of the probiotic part, I would think. But I guess it could help by making your probiotics in your gut grow better, I guess. Which probiotic supplement do you recommend? Well, I mean, I take the Prebiotic. When y'all see me sprinkling those little things on my fat burning pudding, that's a probiotic. The Prebiotic it's actually got pre, pro, and postbiotics all in it. I literally, it's this stuff right here. I sprinkle it on my fat burning pudding. I don't know how you would take, it says, the directions say, take 1 scoop daily, mix into a smoothie, sprinkled on food, or straight to the mouth. I do not recommend taking it straight to the mouth. That it's gross when you do that. It's just way too dry. I don't recommend taking it like that. I put it on my pudding, and it actually tastes really good when I do it like that. It's just like little beads. And I sprinkle it on my fat burning pudding, and I take that every day. It's also in this fiber supplement. They have probiotic. It doesn't have the pre and the post in the fiber supplement, but it does have probiotic in there. It's got Bacillus subtilis in there. So there's actually a probiotic in this fiber supplement. So the list of prebiotic foods: whole grains, bananas, leafy greens, onions, garlic, soybeans, artichoke, asparagus, oats, and apples. Are steel cuts oats better or just a marketing ploy? That is a great question. It's probably better, but I actually don't know. Don't start me the line. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm telling you, my pantry is full of processed foods that I'm slowly not buying no more, and me and my kids fighting because I keep trying to make them eat stuff. They're like, what is this? So I'm learning, but what I hear is that steel cut oats is better. That's what they had said. They being, Instagramming them. And I don't want to lie to you with me being a doctor, because, you're going to take it and run with it. So when I don't know, I'm going to literally tell you I'm not sure, because I know when I say something, if I tell you and I'm telling you that with certainty, I want you to know that you can trust it. I actually have not looked into that myself, and so I'm not sure, but I think so. Okay? The fat burning pudding I take is it's a combination of, it's got collagen in it, hyaluronic acid, and then conjugated linoleic acid, which actually helps reduce fat storage, helps burn fat, helps build lean muscle mass. And when I sprinkle that stuff on there, it also ends up helping with my gut health. I actually took a picture when I took it this morning. Look. You see, I sprinkled the stuff on the pudding before I took the serving of it for the day. Lunchables are probably one of the worst foods you can buy your kids. And I used to buy them like crazy, but I stopped buying them about a year and a half ago. Look at the label on Lunchables. Hold on, you know what? I want y'all to pause. I'm actually going to see if I can find real quick. I'm going to try to find the Lunchables label. And then you won't ever buy that for your kids again. Hold on. Okay, y'all still there? Okay, I lost some people, but it's okay. Hold on, let me show y'all. It's got all this random stuff in it. Some of the stuff I heard of, but some of the stuff is like, what is that? It shouldn't be that many ingredients to make some turkey and some cheese and a cracker. So it's like, what is that stuff? All these colors, and it looks like a science project. What's all that stuff they put in the turkey? It should just be turkey. It's got all its other things in there. So it's easy. Like I told y'all before, they get us with ease. Making it more convenient is how they get us. So you can get the pudding or the Prebiotic by clicking the link in my bio. For YouTube and Facebook, I'll put links to those things in the comments. Actually, I'll put a link to my bio in the comments, and that'll take you, because I got the Prebiotic sprinkles on my link tree, and I also have the fat burning pudding on there also, so you can just, you know, pick the stuff you want if you want any of that stuff. But I really want you to go to the grocery store and get some foods that will help you with these things, okay? Because we need to get our diet changed around. Everybody does. So, as I mentioned yesterday, tomorrow, we're going to start a 7-day raw. Oh, New Light 7 joined. Hello. Now, she knows about all these. She probably can tell you how to make a probiotic. New Light 7. You know how to make a homemade probiotic, don't you? I bet you she does. She probably has a post on her page with how to make one. I bet you she does. She knows all about like fruits and vegetables that heal and make your body better. She like cured her fibroids juicing. She's like a juicing master. I'm hoping she's typing, and that's why she hasn't answered yet. New Light 7, NEWLITE 7. I definitely recommend checking out her page because she has lots of. Oh, you haven't? There she goes. She said, "Hey there, I've never made one, but I've been saying I'm going to try one day." Wow, I just knew you would have did it by now. I'm like, when I saw your name, you're the first. I'm like, she definitely probably made it. She is, but she knows about like a lot of the health benefits of the different fruits and vegetables because she juices a lot. That's okay. I knew what you meant. My trainer has me having a handful of walnuts or almonds for a healthy snack. Yep, that's a good snack. Just don't eat too many of them. So anyway, we're going to start our 7-day raw fruits and vegetables detox tomorrow. And I bought a bunch of stuff over there. I wanted to cut it all up tonight and I didn't do it, but at least I went to the store. That's confirmation. You make it. You're gonna make it. New Light 7, is that what you're saying? This is probably a good week for me to do I've been saying for like a year or longer that we need to do a live stream together. Well, since I'm doing this raw, basically raw vegan 7-day detox, I will just listen to me. Y'all hear me. I am not gonna be raw vegan forever at all. I'm doing 7 days. 7 days. This is not a lifestyle change. I eat meat. Okay? So don't get excited. Don't think Dr. Myla vegan now. She is not. Dr. Myla is doing a detox for 7 days. And I'm going to eat raw fruits, vegetables, nuts, maybe some honey will be in something, and water. I'm still going to take my fat burning pudding though with my sprinkles. That's the only thing that I'll do that's not, raw vegan. I'm going to keep taking my fat burning pudding, my sprinkles. Oh, yes. That would be awesome. I was like, I was looking at videos about how to do it, and I was like, I ain't ready for this yet. I barely can get my juicer to work. It's like my juicer, all of a sudden, I tried to make some juice the other day, and all of a sudden it wouldn't turn on. And I'm like, I've only used it like 10 times. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I spent all that money on that juicer. I got to buy another one. Yeah, we need to juice together, but my juicer is malfunctioning right now. So I'm having to revert back to my smoothies. My juicer is tripping, and it's new. I haven't barely used it. Tripping. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead on and get off because I need to go and upload this to, I ain't going to say that, but I need to get off. It's getting late. We've been on here for a while. I think we got a good lesson. If you couldn't catch everything, go back and read it again and take notes. And then that way you can at least put some of these notes in your phone. So when you go to the grocery store, you can know what to get or whatever. And just try to be mindful. Don't try to change everything all at once. I may not have put it together right. I need to call you, child. I'll check my DM again, the Jab Boss. I'll drop off my juicer to the office. Have a good night too, Love Ruler. It was so fun. All right, I'll check y'all later as I'm gonna keep digging, researching this stuff, and I'll do live streams whenever I learn new stuff to share it. All right, Jab Boss, I'm gonna go look for you now in my DMs. Okay, love y'all. Bye.